Hello and a very good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. My name is Nur Fatiha and I am the host for this mock talk show. Our topic of interest for today's mock talk show would be about the importance of biotechnology to prevent virus COVID-19. Therefore, we have invited 4 important people to discuss this matter. We have Ms. Nurin, a lecturer from University Malaya, Ms. Muna, Director of Health and Wellness Organisation, Dr. Mui from Pusat Perubatan Universiti Malaya, PPUM, and Dr. Shohada, a scientist from Lab Research at Biotechnology Company. As we are all aware, modern biotechnology develops new products and technologies by utilizing biological systems, living organisms, and fragments of them. Pharmaceutical and medical products are created through biotechnological methods in order to cure, diagnose, and prevent illnesses. Vaccines, however, have drawn the most interest among medical technological items throughout the pandemic. The traditional methods of production were unable to fulfill the demand when COVID-19 triggered an urgent need for vaccinations that could be made swiftly and safely. As a result, biopharmaceutical firms switched to new platform-based methods that could be more easier modified to produce COVID-19 vaccines. They were more flexible, adaptable, and reliable than conventional methods. So, a question that comes to our mind is, what is the actual role of biotechnology in COVID-19 pandemic? Thus, I would like to invite Ms. Nurin to give an exposure regarding this controversial issue.
Thank you for having me here. Hello everyone. So to answer your question, first of all, everyone must wonder what is the biotechnology means, right? Okay, so biotechnology is a technology that is based on the biology. Of course, it's a biology. The development of the medications, vaccines, and other medical countermeasures are to identify, prevent, and treat the infectious disease is possible due to the biotechnology. Therefore, without the biotechnology for the detection of the COVID-19, it will be impossible to find any treatment. Okay, so as everyone knows, coronavirus disease, which is the COVID-19, is an infectious disease that are caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which was also discovered in December 2019 in Wuhan, China. It is a part of the coronavirus family, which also includes the common viruses, which is more serious. Therefore, biotechnology has been in playing important role in understanding how this disease spread and how lethal that might be to humans. Biotechnology makes it simple and easy to develop tools that can properly forecast the disease and or alter the course of the disease states. Scientists are able to trace the techniques to determine the source or where the disease originated from based on the scientific tracing methods. Another one is the biotechnology's collaboration with third fields make it possible to use interfield research to find the solution to issue that which is normally unsolvable by a single field. For an instance, it has been discovered that EL tools take mailing existing medications to the microorganisms that caused by the COVID-19. A technique that called drug repositioning was also used to repurpose the medications. So, by using licensed medications that were already being used to treat the other illness, COVID-19 was treated to individuals throughout the world, even include us also. Is everyone who was treated throughout the world. So there are many steps in the development of vaccinations which have been facilitated by the biotechnological technologies. Essentially, vaccines are weakened forms of the virus or duplicates of the proteins that make up the virus's outer envelope. They are used to strengthen our resistance to a certain disease and protect the individuals against the infectious disease that brought on by the germs and viruses. Biotechnology has assisted in our understanding of how the SARS-CoV-2 virus was react to the vaccines in the case of the ongoing pandemics. This has helped in the quicker creation of the COVID-19 vaccinations that may be distributed to the general public in order for protection from of COVID-19. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you for the interesting explanation, Dr. Noreen. As previously noted, vaccine production is one of the most notable achievements of medical biotechnology so far for battling this pandemic. Now that we are conscious about biotechnology, we need to know what is the importance of vaccine towards COVID-19. Would you mind sharing your knowledge with us, Ms. Muna?
Hello and good afternoon everyone. I am Ms. Muna as a Director of Health and Wellness Organization. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the host for having me for sharing some knowledge about importance of vaccine towards COVID-19 to the public. So generally, vaccine actually plays a big role to help in reducing the risk of severe illness and the death from the COVID-19 infections. As we know that virus COVID can lead to the death, even sometimes you get the right treatments. Even based on World Health Organization, also known as the WHO, also wants to show us the importance of getting vaccines is to vaccinate as many people as possible in order to reduce the spread of COVID-19 in our society. So we can say vaccine is a keyword towards stopping the spreading of COVID-19. This can be proved by based on a recent study which is Brasher at the National Institute for Public Health and the Environment in the Netherlands. So he who lead the study. His team found that people that are vaccinated and infected with the Delta variant are 63% less likely to infect the other people who are not vaccinated. At the same time, this shows that vaccine COVID-19 have a full effect on reducing transmission of virus COVID-19 by around higher than 60% of effectiveness. To add on, other than that, reducing the risk of severe illness and the death of COVID-19, vaccine also can help in avoiding many people that die from suffering COVID-19 and lead to the less population of human. This is because without producing a vaccine of COVID-19, for sure our society will collapse in terms of economy and population since we don't have any precaution or method or way to stop the spreading of COVID-19, and this is make the COVID-19 will spread fast and widely. So to sum up, it is important to produce a COVID-19 vaccine because without presence of this vaccine, then it will create a situation where there is less population in one community and at the time affect the economy because a country will have less human power to manage the national economy. So that's all from me. Thank you to the Miss Fatiha again for having me to this talk show.
Thank you, Ms. Muna. Next, I would like to hear from our scientist here, Dr. Shuhada. How about the mechanisms? Or simply said, how is the process of COVID-19 vaccine developed?
Hi and good afternoon everyone. My name is Dr. Shuhada and I am scientist from Biomedical Department. Before I answer your question, Ms. Fatiha, I want to thank you and I feel honored to be part of this talk show here. For your information, more than 16 vaccines against COVID-19 virus are being developed in different phases of clinical trials. But before any clinical trial can begin, they conduct preclinical studies as safety trial step first. It is done in the laboratory with evaluation and research on cell and animal first before proceeding to human studies. If there are no problems, it can move to the next level of testing. So next, we can move on to the first phase of the clinical trial. This trial is more focused on the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine. So there are small group of healthy adult volunteers willing to receive the vaccine to test its safety and also to determine the side effect of the vaccine. After that, for the second phase, a wide range of persons are tested on the COVID-19 vaccination. This test is not only for the young and physically healthy, but the elderly also can take it. People with health problems such as obesity, cancer, and diabetes are also tested. It is to test how affect the immune system in the human body. In the third phase, vaccine effectiveness and efficacy are tested on thousands of recipients in preventing disease. But there are a few people who are not confident to receive this vaccine because they are worried and doubtful about the effectiveness of the vaccine on their body. According to a study conducted in October 2020, only 71.5% of respondents said they will consider getting the vaccine. So, for the last phase is the post-marketing surveillance phase of the COVID-19 vaccine. Studies that continue after the vaccine has been listened and approved to track side effect and research the long-term population effect of the vaccine. On December 11, 2020, the Pfizer vaccine became the first vaccine to receive emergency use authorization from the Food and Drug Administration. Healthcare professionals had administered the COVID-19 vaccination in more than 7 billion doses worldwide by October 2021. I think this is all I can share today, and I hope this answers all the questions you asked me, Ms. Fatiha. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shuhada. After all the explanation, I would like to know if there are any challenges for COVID-19 vaccines. I would like to invite Dr. Moy to give comments for this question.
Thank you for inviting me to this show. Hello everyone. So to answer the question, of course, there must have challenges to everything that is newly invented, especially a biotechnology product, such as in our topic, COVID-19 vaccine. COVID-19 vaccine is used to give us an active immunity to prevent us from getting infected by the novel coronavirus. In this case, COVID-19 vaccine seems very foreign to some individuals. This then could raise the suspicion among the community. So the first challenge of developing vaccine is that vaccine is having a hard time to develop in short amount of time. To ensure the 70% of population to be fully vaccinated, we need about 11 billion of COVID-19 vaccine doses. But the production of COVID-19 vaccine has been reached to the maximum due to high demand from all over the world, especially from high-income countries, although they only cover about 16% of the world population. Besides that, there are some countries that located in high altitude, such as Nepal and Pakistan. There are also countries that are isolated due to war, conflict, and instability, such as Syria, Yemen, and many more. These countries are surely difficult to set up the vaccination camp for the community immunization. Besides that, since vaccines need to be refrigerated and transported in specific range temperature, which is about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, it is difficult to distribute vaccine in rural area due to lack of infrastructure. Besides that, there are still many of low-income countries and middle-low-income countries population does not get vaccinated because they are unable to purchase the vaccine, even though COVID-19 vaccine global access COVAX have been placed a reasonable range of the vaccine. For the middle low-income countries, they are unable to purchase the vaccine due to high-income countries purchasing vaccine with higher range price, making it out of stock, even though only 16% of high-income countries population in this world. Last but not least, the popular reason why people don't want to get vaccinated is because they believe that this vaccine could lead to dangerous side effects. They believe that the vaccine can cause autism and other digestive disease. This is totally not true at all, and the digestive disease does not really related to the side effect of getting vaccination. So, in conclusion, there are many challenges in developing and distributing vaccine all around the world. I personally hope that more people will get willing to get vaccinated because getting vaccinated does not only save yourself, ourselves, but also other people too. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mui. For the challenges, I would love to give a suggestion on how to overcome it. Future COVID-19 vaccination campaigns may employ a variety of tactics to enlighten people. For example, simplifying the vaccination process and implementing school-based vaccination campaigns. Relatively, few people express worries about the potential side effects and the safety of the vaccine. Clearing up these questions could also be a useful strategy to build up confidence related to vaccine supply. In order to do this, the government must be proactive in communicating to the public about the importance of vaccinating and emphasize the safety of any eventual vaccine chosen to be administered. Besides, the cooperation in fact-checking initiatives between governmental and non-governmental fact-checkers need to be enforced. This will guarantee that the message is given from a reliable source relevant to them because different stakeholders have rapport and enjoy trust with diverse audience. Other than that, revealing the numerous anti-vaccination propaganda can alert the general public of the various tactics. It is also crucial to ensure equitable access to vaccines. Manufacturers and governments should engage with a distribution partner who has a track record of success delivering vaccination to all corners of the market, including remote locations. For example, the use of mobile units, drive-through location, and other methods to make it easier to distribute vaccines to residents of underserved communities rather than forcing them to travel to far-off places or unfamiliar places. For conclusion, biotechnology has revolutionized the field of biomedicine and vaccinology. It is imperative to pay attention to research like development of treatment for diseases. This is for the benefit of humanity. Vaccines are biological preparation made with the help of medical biotechnology, science, and equipment. Vaccines are also expected to make a significant contribution to equitable protection and promotion of human well-being. In a nutshell, the importance of basic sciences has received attention in this pandemic. Therefore, that's the end of our talk and that's all from us. Thank you for your time and see you again.